we're going to learn how to recognize major key signatures. For example, the scale of G always has an F sharp. But how do you work this out for yourself? As a general marker, we're going to start with the scale of C, as the scale of C has no sharps. The general rule is sharps always go up and flats always go. So we want scales with 1 sharp, 2 sharps, 3 sharps, and we want scales with 1 flat, flats go down, 2 flats, 3 flats, etc. 4 flats. But how do we work out the scale names? The scale of C has 0 sharps. We're going to count C here. C, D, E, F, G. So the scale of G has 1 sharp. Let's work out the scale now with 2 sharps. Again, we start on G and we count up 5. G, A, B, C, D. The scale of D has 2 sharps. Let's start on D now. Count up 5. D, E, F, G, A. The scale of A has 3 sharps. E has 4 sharps. Go backwards. We want to find out what scale has 1 flat. So starting on C, we go backwards. C, B, A, G, F. Now starting on F, again we go backwards. F, E, D, C, B. Scale of B has 2 flats. Let's go back again, starting on B. B, A, G, F, E. Now we start on E and go back 5 again. E, D, C, B. Now you might ask yourself, how can we have one scale here, B, with 2 flats, but up here we have another scale of B with 5 sharps? How do we know the difference between them? Let's figure that out. I'm going to give you a sentence to help you remember the order of sharps. Father Charles goes down and ends battle. Now I've told you before, sharps always go up and flats always go down. So let's work it out. What scales have what sharps or flats? Well, we know the scale has C has 0 flats, 0 sharps. Let's move on up 1, the scale of G. It tells us here we've got 1 sharp. So what is the first sharp? There's our sharps. We pick the first one, F sharp. When we're picking our sharps, we always start with the first one and move on in order. The second scale, D. D has 2 sharps, F and C. The third scale, A. A has 3 sharps, F, C and G. Scale of E. E has 4 sharps, F, C, G and D. Father Charles goes down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go backwards. The scale of F has 1 flat. We know flats go backwards, they go down. So 1 flat is B. The scale of has 2 flats. So 2 flats, 1, 2. B flat and E flat. Now we can't have a B flat and a B in the same scale, but because we have the B flat, third scale is E. It's got 3 flats. So 3 flats are B, E, because we have the E flat here. We can't have an E flat and an E in the same scale, so we're going to make this one an E flat. The next one is A. A has 4 flats. Let's go backwards. B, E, A. It's B flat, E flat, A flat and D flat. And that's our major key signatures. Let's look now at how we identify key signatures on the stave. So I will draw a stave. And we will ask, how many sharps do we see? 1, 2, 3 sharps. So what scale has 3 sharps? We can now go back to our chart and ask ourselves, what scale has 3 sharps? There's our sharps. 3 sharps is the scale of A. So this stave here is in the key of A major. If we want to work out the names of the sharps, we can do what we did previously, or we can work them out from the stave. For example, E, G, B, D, F. So we've got an F sharp. This is on a space. F, A, C. C sharp. And the last one, F, A, C, E. That line there is F. And after the line of space, we've got a G sharp. What scale has 1 flat? Let's go back to our chart. There's our chart. C has 0. Go back 1 for flats. 1 flat is the scale of F major. What is the name of that flat? We can work that out too. E, G, B flat. So the flat is a B flat. I'll give you another example. What scale has 4 sharps? Let's look at our chart. There's our sharps. Number 4 is the scale of E major. What scale has 3 flats? Let's look at our chart. Flats go down, 3 flats, E. And remember, these have become flattened as we work them out here. So the scale of E flat has 3 flats. And now we can see the difference here between an E major scale with 4 sharps and an E flat major scale with 3 flats. The important thing to remember in today's lesson is that the scale of C has no sharps and no flats. We always count up in intervals of a fifth. So C, D, E, F, G. And sharps go up and flats go down. Also remember your sentence. Father Charles goes down and ends battle.